Welcome back to part number 11 of my Imperator Rome playthrough as Rome. I have positioned these guys appropriately. I'm not sure whether this unit here should head up to engage him or whether there will be opponents immediately available. So I figure now is a decent enough time to declare war. Dindaria and Titania are still at war, and their various allies and such as well. I find it's challenging to engage because maybe one occupies the other's capital territory or vice versa, and then you can't peace out in an equitable manner. But the solution is to just declare war on both, and then you can attack either while they attack one another. So they'll be killing one another and you'll be killing both of them. So it's easier on the manpower and annexation procedures. So let's do that immediately. Our ally is going to be participating, which means he can annex the territories directly. We'll declare war here as well and engage the Saldicians as well. So that means free range or open season on anyone we find here. It's ugly for the enemy. The level 1 forts are falling before our siege engineers and company. 60 PI for 5,000 manpower. No problem. The war is going exceptionally well. Alright, the war is essentially over. It went real quick. Dindaria pieced out with Titania and somehow annexed this territory here, so I can't really get at it. I have to peace out with Dindaria first anyway. So, let's see, this Dindaria there, Cilicia, Saldencia, and Dindaria. I need to transfer the occupation to our client state. We'll start right here. We can, unless that's in Macedon proper. It is good for me. So anything not in Macedon, which would be here, we're going to transfer to our client state. Just transfer to the closest one, and I'm going to repeat that up all the way through here. There were a few more snags in the plan, but I did get it done after a time. Just some micro moving of these various armies about, and it's looks like a complete annexation, all of them to Rasitia, and boom, I've done it, and it looks as though it has all transferred to Rasitia. Okay, so that means we can now peace out with the part 2. Alright, so far as I can tell, I have all these provinces or territories transferred to Rasitia. And then we're going to take this Macedonian area in the region because we have the claims for free. Let's see if any of that works out as planned. We can't have that because... I'm not really sure what that was about, but I manually selected these provinces inside Macedon. It looks actionable. We'll get a meager amount of aggressive expansion, and the rest of it goes to Rasitia, and it looks like that should be workable as well. Let's do it. It seems to have happened as specified, so we didn't end up with any territories up here. We got what we wanted here. Looks to have worked. Uh-oh, wait a minute here. I think we did end up with stuff that we didn't ask for here. Right there, we got a... well, whatever. Oh yeah, by my best reckoning, we have this in Thrace that I didn't ask for, and this in the Moesian region that we didn't ask for. We were supposed to get 5 aggressive expansion. It looks like we got more like 15. I suppose I could manually adjust the aggressive expansion and give these territories via consul to where they were slated to go in the peace agreement. I think that's what I'll do. Okay, what's going to happen over the near term is we're going to move these armies over here to establish some adjacency to Cotinia, and then we're going to annex them to Brasintia, and then we'll be done with this area for the foreseeable future. Our claims are continuing to pound away up here. Scythia, Armenia, I suppose 32, I see. Well, the Civil War as well. We'll take that. This should be completely claimed out, and we probably can annex it. I'm assuming the loyalties here are sort of reasonable. I'm going to build theaters. I have a bunch of money that happened during this war, and I'm going to build theaters in these new territories here. I did what I could so far here. Haven't spent a whole lot of money. I noted these are two cities. They both have fortifications. I noticed this area is generally bloody. So I moved a lot of the pops that can be moved into the cities with fortifications, and I tried to mix up the cultures as much as possible so that when the theater does kick in, the Romans will become a majority sooner, and then the rest of the pops will assimilate faster. It didn't really work out so well here, but when I've decided to keep the areas as I don't want to really mess with the aggressive expansion. I don't know what I had or what I would have had or whatnot. It doesn't really matter. So I need one more governor. I placed an older governor here with 100% loyalty, and it's ticking just down by 0.08 so far. I probably can fix that up by moving pops about just a bit. We have one more governor here. It also helps with the loyalty of the various families. Like this family is 9 of 5 now. He's let's see if we can sort by loyalty. 10 of 5. 100% loyal, older, and a bit corrupt. There's no corruption here. She's a fair general though, so we'll leave her out of the mix. Maybe put her in as a legate. That leaves 0 corruption. She's perfect for the job. Let's put her down and see what happens there. Just down by 0.1 tick. I'll be back. I was looking at post-war planning, and I was going to move some of these guys down. There was a point in time where the singular, what was left of Paeonia, I think, could have been had. It used to be right here, and now it's Thrace. So we could have moved pops from here right in here, but now they have to go all the way around this way as opposed to straight down here. The good news is I think a war with Thrace is very close on the horizon, and we'll probably be able to secure that access shortly. Holy moly, I've played this game almost 5,000 hours. I've never had a double 6 stability increase. We got some sort of faith, and then the 18 gold one, so we're rolling along at 61 stability now. I decided to have these guys go over here, and we'll start the war early. These two legions are proceeding to this boat. It will ferry them up here, and they'll cover this front as it develops. Alright, these guys are in place. Let's see if it's still actionable as it previously was. It is, and we will attack. Have a breakthrough, boom. We've done it. What can we do with that? I was thinking of grabbing army weight modifier and sapping. And the siege traditions wonder. This looks. Let's do that. We'll do that. Grab sapping as well. This is a slaughter so bad that I'm going to send this this unit down here to attack this city-state here, simultaneously with the sieging down of this last fort. Another 60 PI for 5,000 manpower. I'll take it. This legion has arrived. I'm going to take to the sea here and then declare that war. Let's take that city. We'll take the 48 PI for the 10 stability again. I think this whole Cortina has stood down here now that we've finally sieged down, or finally, that fort. Let's see how much aggressive expansion our client state has here. There it is, 28. It's going to get a lot more right now. I'm going to transfer this entire Cotinian area to Ricitia. I transferred the whole lot, and we'll go right down the line here. There may be some revolts or not. Or not. I see, so we've taken this area. I'm going to console that away. I'll transfer manually the territories, and then I'll reset our AE to the 19.38 as it was before the peace agreement. Alright, so I did that. I adjusted our aggressive expansion back to where it was before we illegally annexed this land by some sort of bug. We're in the middle of this war. I'm going to... there's no way, so far as I know, to give this territory to our vassals, so I just granted the territories piecemeal. And I think you do that by sell territory under the influence action, so we can sell that. I think you can only do it once per month. So we have to wait until 5/16. November 29. As long as we're here and these guys are unaffiliated, I'm going to declare war on them as well. These two tribes are going to be... either we'll take the... actually, we want to take them ourselves. This siege just dropped. We can do it for... 18 war score and a negligible aggressive expansion. Let's get on board here and carry on. Let's see if we can order this assault here. Boom, we've done it. So that should be sufficient for a complete piece of... And I'll do it. I'll do it now. And we'll take it. So we're done here. I've taken a look over here. I was going to get on board my navy and see about engaging Taiyan. But third war with Macedon, which doesn't look like so much, but Macedon has quite a few vassals, which I was thinking of trying to beat Macedon to the prize, but something will happen to where I won't be able to annex all or any of this territory because of stuff that will happen. Macedon will become involved, occupy various provincial capitals or vice versa. It's a mess, and I could go here against Armenia, but Armenia is large. They have the Persian traditions. It's no small undertaking there either. There's Scythia. It's mostly tribal. Have to go quite a ways up here to deal with that. Then there's the elephant in the room on whom I have claims no slight number. I think that's where we're going to go. I don't think that my present force count is going to do it to any degree of effectivity, as he's sort of spread here and there and about. So I'm going to hire 2 smaller merc stacks and get them up to speed and place them strategically throughout so that they can respond to incursions into our land. We don't have many forts. And we'll leave the heavy lifting to the legions and siege engineers. I'm trying to save enough money for a wonder. With the siege traditions as well as government traditions, but it's like 12,000 gold, so I'm not holding my breath anytime soon. So I'm going to do all that and place these guys. I'll be back to you. In the interest of timeliness, I left this area be, and I'll just have to hold on for as long as possible if need be. I have quite a sizable force here. I'm going to call up a levy right now, I think, and see if we can get on board that boat. And we'll place him, I think, in Greece here. Well, here goes nothing. Let's see if we can declare the war. And we'll take we'll take this area right here. Why not? Everything seems to be in Old Macedon as well. Well, good for me. We'll do that. Boom. There's going to be a lot of various micro activities. If I were to show the war, it'd probably take hours. And I'll do it all in its entirety. He has a decent Macedonian levy. The problem is his martial skill is only 1. I'm going to send someone up to deal with him. The sieges seem to be dropping very quickly. I have 3 siege engineers as well as the sapping. Well, the war is going better than I would have imagined. I called up both the levies of Magna Graecia and Cisalpine Gaul. They've taken the edge off. I have essentially troops everywhere. It's just need to deal with this area here and maybe sort of mop up this. But we have a decent war score, so we'll see where that goes. We have a 93 war score. These guys took the wind out of a lot. Assaulted the capital here. And a lot of our troops are not feeling particularly well. We have a 93 war score and quite a lot of territory available. I'm going to take what I can get right now. I'll see if I can get it the most efficient deal. Piece number 1, Macedonian Revolt. Let's... What's that? It's not possible. It is, though. We've done it. I'm taking quite a bit of territory and having him release a couple of nations. I don't even know who they are. Just click the button. Let's see what we get here. We have a great power. Athens. We can sack Athens. I think that's probably going to be a good idea. There's quite a bit of money. We can use that to create our wonder. And let's see what we have here. This area is fairly populous, although I think there are quite a few other cities about in the province, unlike Pella, where it was just sort of, well, there's a few there as well. What will happen here? Let's see. It becomes a settlement. Get 3,000 gold, build time, build cost. That sounds equitable as well, especially for our wonder quest. We need 12,000 or thereabouts, 13 perhaps. I'm gonna take an assessment of what I'm looking at. I'll be back. All right, let's get rid of that noise there. I need to stand down the levies. I'd like to make or acquire more money. We need to, if I stand down my mercs, we should be make more money, and once we get the 12 or 13,000 and get started on my Grand Wonder, I'll be more comfortable carrying on with a higher level of aggressive expansion. Like right now, it's 30. It's not much. In fact, it's not affecting our stability at all. But once you get rolling, once you cross the line and run a very high aggressive expansion, you're almost beholden to keep it there, because the higher it is, the less you get. The more you conquer, the less you get. It's all essentially free if you can make it work at a higher aggressive expansion. And we don't have the techs or the happiness techs or whatnot. I mean, we're not technologically backward by any stretch, but there are a couple nice happiness techs. It'd be good. Some freeman happiness, especially because we have more freemen in our various cities. I can build a forum. And it's sort of snowballs or compounds to where you don't really feel it quite as much if you just wait a little while. Specifically for the Marian reforms, they're going to hit at some point. And then we'll be able to call up legions everywhere. Until then, I don't see any reason why I should go into high aggressive expansions and tax my loyalty levels, which are happily either hovering about even or positive. A great many of them are, 99, 100, etc. So why should I worry? I let it burn down, bank my money, and then let's see about that wonder. I need 13,000 and 180 PI. I have the PI, but not the money. The siege, I have +2 there, and then 15% for that. Siege traditions. The government traditions is going to give me a provincial loyalty tick of 0.7, corruption of 0.07, and governor loyalty. And then this is sort of nice to have. It's not particularly offensive unless you like getting into it with the enemy, and then that 15% reinforcement speed is nice because you can just keep going and going and going. I'd probably not use these other two so much, but who knows, really. So I need 13,000. So that's the plan. I'm gonna hop these guys on board the Navy, and we're gonna go over here to Genoa. We're gonna march up around this area, and we're either gonna threaten this guy with war, or we're just gonna straight up declare it and annex the territories to Antipolis. Although we'll probably not. They won't buy any more of our goods. They won't be bothering us either, and we'll have ever more territories. Generally, unfortunately, these mountains here, they don't have very good food supplies or supply limits or much of anything. They're always major pains. But with our civilization level, perhaps we can not worry or whatnot. That's the plan. I'm going to do it. We're about topped out on military experience. We'll take that as well. Will we need that against this lot here? Probably not, but we'll take it anyway. Alright, so we have moved from here over here. Burned a bit of aggressive expansion while we were traveling. Clocking quite a bit of money now. We're not paying mercs, etc. So that's valid, 123 or 119. We'll have our 13,000 short lay for our monument. But we are short this singular province to close out our mission set. Or the singular territory, as it were. So, if we threaten this guy with war, it looks as though he'll not stand for it. Well, that just means that he's going to have to... Yep. So who are we now at war with? Silesia, Lepontica, these Bergantians, Tigrantians, very small tribes, but they have to be sieged down nevertheless. We have just the group to do it. We have a lot of siege engineers, 5 here, etc., with quite a few supply trains. We can peace out, I believe, with this tribe here. I'm going to transfer the ownership to our client state. Let's see. Alright, this should get our client state that territory and get him off the books. So it is our client state's territory now, and we can proceed up here. We have a fair clip of food, actually. We must have stack wiped somebody in some way or something. Who knows? Here's the war as it stands right now. We have to take this area, and I think we'll just annex it to our client state. Didn't want to do it, but we're here, and these things take time. At some point, you have to take this, and if you just sort of don't do it, things can get tight. If you make it a habit, you'll never succeed in your goal of... This particular is a Mare Nostrum, but we may go further, who knows, I don't know. It's not as though we couldn't peace out, but I find that this can be conquered in a very short period, but that doesn't mean that it's exactly easy to do unless you pounce on opportunities such as this. I would have been happy with my one territory, but since we got involved, we may as well see it all the way through. I note these tribals are very quick, and I think we can increase the speed of our armies slightly. Let's see, supply limit, generals, Supply limit and movement speed of 5%. Well, I'm gonna take it because we're gonna go for forced march as well. That generally helps relieve the frustration. We can't have that quite yet, but then there's another one down here. Anyway, pretty sure we can peace out here as well. It works. One more time, let's see. And another. Do I hear 3 or 4? We have the money for our wonder. We have the PI as well. I'm going to build it right now before something strange happens. There it is. It looks like it's going to cost virtually all of our gold. Let's see. This guy looks like it's a decent choice for the job there. He doesn't have a bonus or anything. This one's only 5%, I think. This guy has 12 versus... and he's not a great family. Let's put him down. Great family. And we will build it. Let's do it. Looks like the completion date is 21 December 535, so about 12 years or thereabouts. One more. Looks like a volcano erupted down in Magna Graecia. We're going to close this out right here. And then... what is that? There's a new war. I see, I see. It must have revolted. It must have been a part of our client state here. Like we had one territory, and the one territory caused the rest of that province, which we just annexed, to become disloyal. As this, you'll notice, minus 34. They're this about to blow as well. I'm glad we're here. So, well, we have this guy. This army here has plenty of food. Let's go right here and do it. We have this guy on the ball here. Let's go there as well. I think we can annex this to our client state as well. Alright, so we take this for us, and then we give the rest to the client state and peace. I see. So we've taken some of this territory inland here inexplicably. So we'll not really take that. We'll just gift it to our client state and carry on. Alright, it looks as though like that mission is actionable now. We can close it out. And take integrated culture happen. Let's see here. Looks as though we have a choice between money, which we have plenty of, and lack of happiness, or happiness and some conversion, but no trouble, and we don't need any money, so we're done. We're done. Boom. I think we have 2 more free missions, or not missions, but provincial improvements. Let's get more routes. And more to the point, let's see what we have available. I see. Now, the fact of the matter is there's really nothing more to see here. I'm just going to essentially subdue this rebellion and then move the troops down to this area. There may be more rebellions. This guy looks like he's ready to blow or whatnot. There's various other sorts. We'll deal with it as it comes. I'm going to try to sort through a mission. Sort of want to deal with the one that Carthage proper. At least I want to take a look at it. But we are looking at the point where we have only 16 aggressive expansion. By the time we get down here on our fleet and off to wherever it is we're going to go, which theoretically should be somewhere around here, we'll have less aggressive expansion, and then we fight the war, at which point we may end up with none. I don't really know. But that's where we're going, and I hope to see you in the next episode.